Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Football Central CFL content for the fans, by the fans. And we got another interesting video coming up as the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are looking for a new offensive coordinator. And there's a couple people that they're talking to, one of which is a man pictured on Rick's shirt right there. So, in case you were interested in if there was going to be any fun stuff in this video, there certainly is, because Rick is very opinionated on one of the gentlemen we're going to be talking about in this video. As it appears that Jason Hogan is going to be out for the Bombers. Jason Hogan was not to the expectation of Bomber fans this year. And his play calling generally was not well received among fans. Bombers Paradise on Instagram was probably, I think, the strongest voice against Jason Hogan that I saw in terms of anyone in media kind of being against him. And I can't exactly blame him. I think a lot of it was warranted. I had a bit more patience with him, but I can say that my patience was not rewarded. So Bombers looking for another option. That's a good thing. And there is kind of two contenders that they're looking at. So one of them, that we are aware of. This is true. And so these are being reported by 3 Down Nation by Dave Naylor. The Bombers were granted permission to interview Mike Miller for the offensive coordinator position. Mike Miller is the current quarterbacks coach of the Toronto Argonauts. He's also in the running for head coach of the Argos. However, again, there's no guarantees he gets that. So we'll have to see if he doesn't end up there, if he ends up as the OC over in Winnipeg. He has a very good reputation with some. Another thing that is worthy of mentioning with Mike Miller, Taylor Elgersma had the quarterback prospect drafted by the Bombers from Wilfrid Laurier, and the Bombers are hoping they'll be able to sign, assuming he doesn't end up in the NFL. He had attended, Elgersma had attended, I want to say a couple camps ran by Mike Miller, and he had said that he had learned a lot from Mike Miller, and that Mike Miller was very, very key in helping his development in his short time there. And so Elgersma has that existing relationship with Mike Miller. That's a key thing to talk about.
Just to clear that up, that is the CIS intern program that happens every training camp. So he is with Hamilton for 1, and I think Toronto for 2.
This is
if I'm
true.
not mistaken.
Yep, that's correct.
So here's my thing with this, and this has not no thing to do with Tommy Condell. This is to do with Mike Miller.
We're going to talk about Mike Miller's first, yeah.
So, question. If Mike Miller gets hired in Winnipeg, how are you going to tell all 3 Mikes apart, for 1? And then when you say Mike Miller, 2 of them are going to turn around and say, who are you talking to?
So, Mike Miller, Mike O'Shea, and
Mike Miller.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Mike Miller, you say Mike Miller, they're both going to turn around and say, who are you talking to, him or me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's well, anyways, but there's going to be a lot of mics on the team. Again, this reminds me of when I was talking. I had said hi to a friend of mine named Mike, who is connected with the O'Shea family, and when I said hi to him, both him and Mike O'Shea turned around, and then Mike O'Shea laughed as him and his wife started laughing when they realized I wasn't talking to O'Shea. So I imagine a similar instance will play out with them. But I think this would be a great choice. Now, the other choice that they're looking at, I'm skeptical about. And I'm skeptical because of the person that I have that I co-host this show with and the trust that I have in him. His name is Rick. Rick has an opinion on a man named Tommy Condell from his time. So Tommy Condell, for those who are not wondering, former offensive coordinator of the Hamilton Tiger Cats and most recently the former offensive coordinator of the Ottawa Red Blacks. You know the ones that were at the bottom of the league this year? Those Ottawa Red Blacks. So, Rick, what is your opinion of Tommy screen pass Condell.
Well, let me tell you, if you guys don't like just Jason Hogan, Tommy Condell ain't much better, my friend. Put it this way.
Why is that?
When you see, so first off, Tommy Condell does not update his playbooks. They'll get very, what's the word that I want to say? They'll get very stale very fast.
Mm.
When you see Tommy Condell's playbook, you can, like, if you're a fan, so for discussion purposes, let's say he's named your guys' offensive coordinator. By game 3, you'll be able to tell when who goes in and who comes out, what they're running.
So you think that Tommy Condell's playbook is very vulnerable to film? Is essentially what you're telling me. Is that it works well at the start of the year, but once people have figured it out, they figured it out.
Well, look at Ottawa. I mean, yeah, you could say, well, they didn't really have a quarterback and all those injuries and everything, but at the same time, if you take a look at it, okay, I wouldn't really count 2017's Grey Cup ring because he is the receivers coach. If you take a look at his years in Hamilton, we are talking. Okay, 96, he was the receivers coach. So from 2013 to 15, 19 to 23, and then 20 to 23, he was the quarterback's coach. But so we'll count 23 to 15, and then 19 to 23. He's never won the big game.
Yeah. Well, and that had been a problem for Winnipeg for a few years. You know, losing 3 straight Grey Cups. We'll get you that.
I'm just gonna run things off here quick. So 13, we were 10-8. 14, we were 9-9. 15, we're 10-8. 17, we're 6-12. 18, we're 18 he was with Toronto, so I won't really count that. 19, okay, so 19 he was with us. 19 we were 15-3, so that was his one good season.
Which again they lost in the Grey Cup.
Yeah. 21 we were 8-6. 22 we were 8-10. 23 8-10. And then 24 and 25, he was with Ottawa, where Ottawa's 9-8-1. And then last year they're 4-14.
Yeah. Yeah. No, to be honest, I have a lot of skepticism regarding Tommy Condell. Now, I will say I do think that Tommy Condell will be with a far better equipped bomber squad than he has been with the Red Blacks in a few years. But again, I have those skepticisms just because, again, Rick, I feel like this was a large sample size that formulated your opinion regarding Tommy Condell. This was one bad game that you saw with him. And I think more than anything, more than it is even negative.
Game. I've seen more than one bad game with him.
Yeah, like for me, it's not even really a negative aspect of Tommy Condell that pushes me, in my opinion here. It's more of a positive impact of Mike Miller. I really like what Mike Miller brings to the table, and I think the potential of him, with a nice Blue Bombers shirt on the sidelines, really works well with O'Shea and with Jordan Younger and everything that they're able to contribute to this team. So,
well,
I would love to see the kind of playbook that Mike Miller runs. I would love to see him with Zach Collaros. I'd like to see him with Parkins, who had just signed earlier the other day. And then the potential of having him reunite with Taylor Elgersma is just too good to pass up. So I pray to God that we get him as our OC.
I will.
He looks to be a good option at this point in time. Yep.
I will leave off on this. You guys sign Tommy Condell. I can guarantee you that video is going to be playing in your mind nonstop.
Which video? The Tommy Condell's fired
the
video from
unemployment
what?
line video.
We'll have to see if the Tommy Condell is fired video gets redone.
If he's hired in Winnipeg, all Hamilton fans will be partying because I've already spoken to some that are already going to be partying if he goes to Winnipeg.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be a shirt in my mail, courtesy of Rick, a Fire Tommy Condell shirt, where he just slapped the Bomber logo over top of the tie guy. So we'll have to see how that goes. I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you guys think would be the best option for the Bombers as an OC?
One last thing that I'd like to mention is the fact that 2 years ago, Toronto's players got poached. This year, it's the coaching staff.
Yeah. What's it next year? Who knows? We'll find out. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys comment down below. I want to know, who do you think should be the OC for the Bombers? Should it be Mike Miller? Should it be Tommy Condell? Should it be somebody else? Should it be Jason Hogan? Whatever it is, I want to hear it in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video, share it around, and subscribe. And also join our Discord. Link in the description below to our Discord, where we chat CFL, NHL, all sorts of sports stuff. So make sure you guys go there and keep the conversation going. We appreciate all the support that you guys offer there. And yeah, without further ado, peace, love, and positivity to all you wonderful people at home. We'll see you guys next time.